guys, thank you guys as always for joining in my video. So in today's video I am pretty excited because I haven't actually kind of done this in like a 4-week time, because I was making other videos, but some of you guys requested me to do a reading again, which I think is kind of cool. So yeah, part 3 of our reading lovely stories. Okay, so let's come on and do this, guys. We're gonna be reading some Peter Pan today. So if you are new to the channel, liking is really appreciated. And if you just came across my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, because we're trying to reach 20,000 by the end of this year, and we really appreciate it. So some of you guys wanted me to just kind of like do another eating video. Yes, I will be eating Lay's chips. Hopefully tomorrow or tonight. I have to see. I have to check if my dad has got some. I've not got anything in my house really to eat that's like nice, like a salad. I want to eat a salad, but alright, let's begin. On a quiet street in London lived a family named the Darlings. Mr. and Mrs. Darling had 3 children, Wendy, John and Michael. All 3 played and slept in the nursery. Wendy was the oldest. Each night before bed, she told her brothers all about the adventures of a hero named Peter Pan. John and Michael loved those stories. They roamed through the house, pretending to have sword fights with pirates and look for treasure, just like Peter Pan. One night, Mr. Darling was getting ready to go out with his wife. He was quite frantic because his gold cufflinks were missing. And Michael had drawn a treasure map on his last clean shirt. Oh, that's not good. ASMR. Darling. Sorry, guys. Mr. Darling played Wendy, fulfilling the boys' heads with stories of Peter Pan. I hope you're good. He decided that night would be Wendy's last in the nursery. He thought she was ready to have a room of her own. Wendy was shocked. The boys were too. Sooner or later, people have to grow up, Mr. Darling said. Mrs. Darling tucked the children in, and before long, they were fast asleep. Oh, my favorite story. It just never gets old, Peter Pan. Later that night, Peter Pan and a fairy named Tinkerbell. Wait, what? Right, Belle flew into the nursery. Peter often listened outside the window while Wendy told stories about him. The last time he was there, he lost his shadow and he needed it back. Soon he found the shadow, but it tried to escape. Luckily, Wendy woke up and insisted upon sewing it back on. She told Peter that it was her last night in the nursery. For tomorrow she would have to grow up. She would have to grow up. No, I won't have it, cried Peter. Come on. But where are we going? Wendy asked. Neverland, he replied. You'll never grow up there. With all the commotion, John and Michael woke up. Peter Pan agreed that they could come along too. After a sprinkling of pixie dust, the Darling children rose into the air and followed Peter and Tinkerbell out the window. We can fly, they shouted as they flew over the city. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't remember a lot anymore. Meanwhile, back in Neverland, a pirate named Captain Hook was busy swimming with his first mate, Mr. Smee. Hook wanted revenge against Peter Pan long ago. Peter had chopped off Hook's hand in a sword fight and thrown it to a crocodile to eat. The crocodile thought it was delicious, and now he followed the pirate everywhere, hoping for another bite. Hook was constantly on the lookout for the hungry animal. Hook didn't know where to find Peter, so he decided to kidnap Tiger Lily, the Indian chef's daughter. She was a good friend of Peter Pan's, and Hook was pretty sure they could get her to reveal the location of his hideout. As Peter, Tinkerbell, and the children approached Neverland, Peter shouted, "There it is, Wendy," and pointed to the wondrous land below. "Oh, Peter, it's just as I've always wanted. It's just as I always dreamed it would be," Wendy replied excitedly. But Captain Hook had spotted Peter Pan flying in the clouds. He shot a cannonball towards them. Peter and the children jumped behind a cloud. Luckily, it zoomed by and they didn't get hurt. "Quick, Tink, take Wendy and the boys to the island," yelled Peter as he raced down towards Hook's ship. Pretty cool. Hope you're doing okay. While Peter distracted Hook, Tinkerbell hurried She flew so fast that Wendy, John, and Michael fell far behind. The fairy thought Peter Pan was spending too much time with Wendy. She was jealous, so she went to see the Lost Boys, who lived with Peter in Hangman Street. Peter was the leader. They'd do anything he said, so Tink told them that he wanted them to shoot the Wendy bird out of the sky. The Lost Boys grabbed a slingshot and aimed at Wendy. Fortunately, Peter arrived in time to save her as she fell towards the ground. He was very angry with Tinkerbell though. "Tinkerbell, I hereby banish you forever," he shouted. "Please, not forever," Wendy pleaded. She and her brothers were fine after all. Well, for a week then, Peter agreed, but Tink didn't hear him. She had already flown away. Man, the graphics are amazing in the book. You can buy them in Disneyland. Man, bizarre, really amazing pictures. Next, Peter took Wendy on a tour of Neverland while visiting the mermaids. Peter spotted Hook interrogating Tiger Lily, who was tied to a rock in the water. The pirate was still convinced she knew the location of Peter's hiding place, but Tiger Lily wouldn't give him any information. Peter revealed himself and challenged Hook. They fought on another, and as they did, the rising tide got closer and closer to Tiger Lily's bed. Peter Pan finally won, sending Hook into the water, where the crocodile was waiting. The pirate swam away quickly, and Smee rowed out to save him. Peter swooped down and rescued Tiger Lily just as the water was about to cover her. He brought her safely to a village. Her father, the chief, named Peter Eagle Feathers, and there was a great celebration. I'm sorry if I pronounced some of these names incorrectly. I hope I'm not offending anyone who's a huge fan of Peter Pan. Alright, the only one who didn't celebrate was Tinkerbell. She still thought Peter had banished her forever and was very upset. Captain Hook had heard what had happened, and he sent Smee to fetch her immediately. Hook persuaded Tink to tell him that Hangman Street was the entrance to Peter's hiding place, but before she did, she made him promise not to harm Peter Pan. Later, while Peter was out, Hook's pirate went to his hideout and kidnapped Wendy, John, and Michael, and the Lost Boys. Hook left a bomb disguised as a present for Peter. Then he took the children back to his ship and tied them up. They didn't know how they would ever escape him. Tinkerbell was shocked when she discovered Hook's plan to blow up Peter. With only minutes to spare, she flew as fast as she could to warn him. Peter was about to unwrap the present, but Tink grabbed it right before it exploded. Kaboom! Peter didn't think Tinkerbell had survived the blast. He was upset, but he didn't want anyone else to get hurt, so he raced back to Hook's ship to save the children. When he got there, Wendy was walking the plank. Peter caught her right before she fell in the water. Then he jumped on the ship's deck and challenged the Hook. "This time, you've gone too far," he yelled. Just then, Tinkerbell flew by. She had survived. "You wouldn't dare fight old Hook man to man," the pirate sneered. "I'll fight you man to man with one hand behind my back," countered Peter. They began to duel. Meanwhile, John, Michael, and the Lost Boys climbed to the crow's nest and battled the other pirates. The Lost Boys threw rocks and fired slingshots just as the pirates got close to them. John even hit them on the head with his umbrella. Man, what a savages, damn. One by one, the pirates were defeated, all except the Hook, who was still fighting Peter. Man, these children are savages. They're hitting that with a teddy bear. God damn, hitting him with a teddy bear. Damn. Alright, almost done, unfortunately. Peter and Hook battled it out on the ship's yard arm, which had swung over the water. Peter grabbed Hook's sword, but then decided to let him go. But the pirate had been humiliated. He took a swipe at Peter, lost his balance, and plunged into the water. Kaplunge, right into the jaws of the crocodile. Smee, Hook cried as the ferocious crocodile chased him far out to sea. sailing? Wendy asked with a smile. To London, madam, replied Peter. Michael, John, we're going home, cried Wendy joyfully. The children were all very happy, for they had gotten homesick. Man. Tinkerbell sprinkled the ship with pixie dust, and soon it was flying out of the water, through the air, and back to London below them. Neverland grew smaller and smaller until it finally disappeared. Wendy and her brothers said goodbye to Peter. They knew they would always remember their marvelous adventure at home. Wendy told her parents she was ready to grow up. Then they gazed out the window together, just in time to see the ship pass across the moon. You know, Mr. Darling said, his arm around his daughter, I have a strange feeling that I've seen that ship before, a long time ago. Wow, I actually really want to watch Peter Pan. Well, let me know if you're in the mood to watch Peter Pan. I really would like to. But the next story I want to read next week, or maybe this week, is it's this one. I would love to read the Mickey and the Beanstalk, but only if you guys would like to let me read that. We could choose Mickey Mouse, or we can choose the Aristocats. Let me know in the comment section, guys, which one of the two I need to read next week. So as always, guys, if you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate if you could like the video. I've been uploading really consistently, which is really good though. Okay guys, so if you're new around this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. We're all work because this isn't only my channel, it's our channel, so we do this stuff all together. Okay, I kind of want to make a eating video this week. I have to check if my dad's gonna go to, I hope my dad's gonna shop tonight. If so, I'm gonna instantly make a eating video. And if you guys want me to upload it instantly, let me know in this video. I've got a Patreon. The Patreon is just for helping me out on equipment, to get like a new microphone, that sort of stuff. Because, buying ads is a lot of money, and I don't have that much money, as you know. But yeah, okay guys, I think this is the video. The gaming video, I haven't made it yet because I've got so many requests, but I hope I can make it this week. But I've got exams, 3 exams again, which I'm not in the mood of, but learning is good for you, So yeah guys, hope you guys have